All right, today we're out in Silver City. We've been here before. We'll take a look around the town and then head on the Wabash again, going to Malvern. So we're basically going to be doing about 10 miles today, there and back, maybe a little bit more. Check out both cities. Hope you enjoy the ride. Using some new cameras, so basically trying to see if you guys like the new cameras, let me know. Also, shout out to everybody on Facebook. Omaha e-bike enthusiasts, e-bike repair and diagnostics, e-bike cycles, all that crap. We all know it. Check me out. If you want to get a ride, definitely, like I say, always check me out. Check out the information in the links. And as always, check out here to try to win that helmet. We're about 20 subscribers off for that first helmet to be released. So let's go ahead and get going. As you can see, we're in the park right now. Hopefully you're enjoying this. And right now we're on the DJI Osmo. One thing I'm going to say about that is they don't have a bar like the 360, so to go behind my bike. They might, I have to find one, but with the type of gimbal and all that with this DJI, I don't know how that'll work very well, to be honest with you. But let's carry it on, let's get going. I'm going to use 2 cameras right now, maybe 3, so we'll see what it looks like in edit. Also, let me know if you like the new editing. I'm going to work hard on it, but I'm also using a new program. I went with CapCut. I usually use Power Director, for those of you guys that know. Again, leave stuff in the comments to help me out. I appreciate all that. And sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I'm getting used to all this camera stuff. But yeah, let's see. Does it follow? Does it follow? It's supposed to be following me, but it's not following. I don't know why. But anyways, we'll get this going, and hopefully we'll enjoy this ride. Take some cool shots today. Thanks. Bye. All right. So we're switched over to the DJI. See how this looks. I'm going to tell you guys, it'll probably bounce all around with this stupid thing I have. I'm sure it's going to be a shaky video, but I need to test it and see. It looks like it's bouncing everywhere. I don't like this mount. To be honest, I'm not really happy with this camera. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I need something simple, point and click, and has a zoom. This has a lot of features, but it's like I've been studying it for like 2 weeks trying to figure everything out. I don't know, maybe the volume at least will be good because you can hear me. But I'm watching it shake all over the place. Now what I could do is buy the chest clip, spend more money. I just spent $30 on 2 different mounts trying for this camera. I do have a great tripod finally. I don't know why this bike's going so damn slow. One thing I hate about all the cameras is they don't really show the terrain as far as when I'm going uphill or whatever. Here's another little bridge. We've passed over like 5 bridges already. Can you imagine when you were laying the track back in the day, just that simple 5 feet, how much work that takes? Now on those, they don't have the stones laid down anymore, but you would have had to put stones or iron rods or something just to get the train over that little 5 foot. Now what I'm hoping to get up to here is the cool, what do you call it? The cool bridge, where I can show you some of the train wrecks. There's 2, but Mineola, which we didn't come out of today, has one of them, and that was because of a big curve, I believe. I know there's a whole story, but that has a big curve. It wasn't off of a bridge. And there's like 6 or 7 cars still laying there rotting out. I'm not sure in the other videos if I ever explained them or anything, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to see how shaky this video is. Because this, basically Costco, which is like a Caso or whatever, which is like a GoPro, the filming is pretty good. However, it keeps turning off. I just replaced my old one because it broke. I do want to get the hover air, but it'll be pretty tough to have the hover air in here. I think the follow feature will work because the trees aren't, you know, there's enough space, but I also don't want to spend $1,000. This Osgo DJI was $700. And they didn't even give me a memory card. I want to try something here. Woo! Nice brakes on this bike, I'll tell you. But now you get some selfie. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and they take selfies. They got their, I'm assuming, a 360 because they've got the pole and it rides behind them and so you can see them, or they got it in the front. I've asked a couple creators in comments and they don't answer. That's the nice thing about me. I don't care if I had 1 million subscribers. If someone commented to me, I try to read my comments weekly, as many as I could, and answer them. I know with that many subscribers you can't, but these guys don't have that many. They only have like 2,000 to 4,000. I answer all my comments. Unless you're trolling and just being a jerk, then I'm not going to bother. Yeah, I thought I'd take a shot like this. The other one that they like to do is take a shot looking at the odometer, usually using a cell phone, because on all e-bikes, like mine saying 27 right now, if I broke out my phone, I'm probably actually only doing 22. So these bikes that say they're doing 50, unless you put them on a true like cell phone, I don't know if it's GPS, but whatever, that tells you the actual speed, you're not getting the actual speed. But I do know this bike is nice. It's light, got good shocks in the front, doesn't have good rear suspension. If they had a rear suspension, this bike would be perfect. Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's turn this around again. So, I mean, you guys are probably sick of seeing me anyways. There you go. Back up. But again, trying to record everything on my own sometimes is a pain in the butt. Ugh. Hopefully that's a good road shot. So we got two cameras today. One of them's being a jerk. Uh-oh. I'm getting some weird readings. Oh, I know what that is. This bike has GPS in it. I've never used it yet. Of course, it's also got GPS theft. But it does have weather, time, and all the basics. But I pretty much just keep it on the battery so I know what the battery's at. Here we go, another rider. Trail's got some people on it today. That's a little bit overgrown picnic area there. I didn't show it, you probably didn't see it, but look at all the people. But every time you add more cameras, That's more editing. I'm trying to make sure I at least get one video out every week to you guys. I was doing 2, but they were kind of sloppy. So now we're trying to do more cameras and things like that. It takes longer. All right, we're coming up to the main railroad bridge here. This is what I was talking about. I love this bridge. It's one of the few, true iron bridges left. I've seen most trails have 1, but this one has about 3. But we'll get stopped over here and look at the what do you call it? The train wreck. So we'll look at that. There's bikes coming, so I've got to try to make sure to pull this off a little bit. All right, so we're going backwards a little bit, but this is the actual trail. And it's sad because the people I just passed, I'll pass again. But look, that's pretty cool, man. But let me get you over here. Can you all see that? There's the old train cars. Pieces of the train car, I should say. They've been sitting here for a long time, but if you look, the furthest one is up here. The gimbal wants to go wherever it feels like instead of doing what I tell it to do. But right there, see? And the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm thinking 6 to 7 cars. There might have been more, but look. But look at that. Pretty neat, huh? Pretty awesome. And then, of course, right here, I don't know why this gimbal, see how the iron is? See how the iron is? The actual iron. Okay, so pretty awesome stuff, man. I don't know why it turned on to me, but here's what it is. Here's the other side, though. Go back. So this is the other side of the river. Nice and calm. No train here. But that's why on this side, you hear a lot more rustling. Whew. Okay, so let's get this mounted up. Let's get going. I'm going to try to put the other camera on, the Akaso, because even though vocally it probably is not as pleasing, it does provide an easier stabilized picture. I'm still not gotten totally used to this. And again, you can hit me up in comments if you know something about the DJI that I don't. I've studied every piece of the basics to, 8 chapters, changing picture, changing this, but I barely got the zoom to work, man. But yeah, this is the mount. This is the stupid mount I'm using right now. You can see that? Look how tall it is. I don't know why it's so tall. And there's the other camera. And then of course on top of my head, if you look, there's a third camera. I actually have 4 cameras, but yeah. I'm gonna try to get some action shots here. Let's see how that works. All right. I guess this video should actually be entitled Testing Out Cameras. Okay, so right now, I just put on the wide angle lens so we can see what the difference is between the wide angle lens and this. Hopefully we get a better picture, a wider picture. I also just did a ride through. You'll see that in the video. What was supposed to happen is it was supposed to follow me. I was hoping it would, like I'd approach and it'd follow me through the approach and follow me taking off, but couldn't get that to work. And I know a lot of creators do, and I've asked, but they don't help you. So unless you can find the actual YouTube video on how to do it, the Osmo guide is pretty good, but again, when you're out here and your phone, I'm in this certain spot where my phone is kind of dead. I couldn't see the instructional. So, but I was trying to do something neat. Again, maybe I need to practice that at home just to see how it works. Really, that's all I want. I want it to be able to zoom. I want it to be able to follow me. And I want a stick mount to go behind me. Other than that, I'd be happy. And also some stabilization, I think. I do have another mount that I bought that doesn't have this extender on it. So it might be a little more stable. But again, if you're out there and know more, want to see other things, other trails, know more about the DJI 360 than me, want me to get that drone, you gotta tell me. Again, we're trying to get subscribers here. Trying to make it fun for you guys. I recentered the other camera, but I haven't put it on yet. Again, because it keeps dying on me. Whoops, that was my fingers. I might do a little bit of B-reel with the helmet cam. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Well, I have this in landscape. All right. I guess this video should actually be entitled Testing Out Cameras. Okay, so right now, I just put on the wide angle lens so we can see what the difference is between the wide angle lens and this. Hopefully we get a better picture, a wider picture. I also just did a ride through. You'll see that in the video. What was supposed to happen is it was supposed to follow me. I was hoping it would, like I'd approach and it'd follow me through the approach and follow me taking off. But couldn't get that to work. And I know a lot of creators do, and I've asked, but they don't help you. So unless you can find the actual YouTube video on how to do it, the Osmo guide is pretty good, but again, when you're out here and your phone, I'm in this certain spot where my phone is kind of dead. I couldn't see the instructional. So, but I was trying to do something neat. Again, maybe I need to practice that at home just to see how it works. Really, that's all I want. I want it to be able to zoom. I want it to be able to follow me. And I want a stick mount to go behind me. Other than that, I'd be happy. And also some stabilization, I think. I do have another mount that I bought that doesn't have this extender on it. So it might be a little more stable. But again, if you're out there and know more, want to see other things, other trails, know more about the DJI 360 than me, want me to get that drone, you gotta tell me. Again, we're trying to get subscribers here. Trying to make it fun for you guys. I recentered the other camera, but I haven't put it on yet. Again, because it keeps dying on me. Whoops, that was my fingers. I might do a little bit of B-reel with the helmet cam. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Well, I have this in landscape. All right, so we have the helmet camera on. See how long that lasts. As y'all know in other videos, the helmet camera does not like to stay on. So we shall see if it stays on or not. I also noticed that I think I had the Osmo in landscape. This is more talking about the freaking Osmo, I guess, but let's see if I can get it to work right. Said I had 35% battery, now it says I have 80%. I don't know. I have extra batteries, I didn't bring them with me though. There we go. Again, back in the, still in the wide angle lens. I want to see what that looks like. And I got the helmet camera on, so we might be doing some side by side. But you know, the helmet camera, you can automatically tell it's a helmet camera because its resolution is like at least 25% less than any of my other cameras. I don't have the wind protector on my mic either, but I'm hoping it still sounds better than me talking into the Costco. Costco. But I hope you enjoy the trail, and I hope you enjoy the camera work. You're trying really hard to get better and better and better for you guys. We're already coming into Malvern. That was a short one. I don't have the wind protector on my mic either, but I'm hoping it still sounds better than me talking into the Costco. But I hope you enjoy the trail, and I hope you enjoy the camera work. I'm trying really hard to get better and better and better for you guys. We're already coming into Malvern. That was a short one. Close. And you guys may not know this, but for about a mile, I literally had the power off on this bike. Just because I was so cracked up, I was hitting these bumps and stuff. Man, I was like, damn, I'm struggling. Most bikes I ride on the long rides, I might get a little bit of arm aches. We're coming in here now. This is an old state, as in Shenandoah. Technically this trail starts in Council Bluffs, so they're taking out about 15 miles right there, and then Shenandoah to Blanchard is probably another 12, 13. But I stayed at Imogene, and it was a nice place, but it was a place built. It's a house, and it was built for, I mean, the way they have it set up is like 8 people can stay there, and I was by myself, and I was kind of lonely. But yeah, but they built this too, this nice, I don't know what you want to call it, thing with weeds, I don't know, tunnel. They have a workout area, though they keep having wood there, I don't know why. But there's pictures of me with this bike, this bicycle tree. And we'll come up here to the main. Again, every time you hit a town, pretty much